The Dansoman Court has granted Hopson Adorye, a leading figure in the movement for change, bail set at 20,000 Ghana cedis with 2 sureties. The decision followed Adorye's arrest and subsequent court appearance on Thursday, May 23, 2024.
Hopson Adorye's arrest on Wednesday, May 2024 came after he made a startling confession during a radio interview. In the interview, Adorye claimed to have been part of a scheme orchestrated by the New Patriotic Party NPP to detonate dynamite explosives in the Volta region, a stronghold of the opposition National Democratic Congress Party during the 2016 elections. According to Adorye's own account, the explosions were intended to intimidate and scare away voters in the Volta region in an effort to pave way for an NPP electoral victory. On Thursday morning, Hopson Adorye was transported from the ministry's police station to the Dansoman Court, but not without an altercation with the police.
Oh, I'm talking to my lawyer, please. I'm talking to my lawyer. What is this? I'm talking to my lawyer and then you are reversing me. Please, let me talk to my lawyer. What is the meaning of that? Are you the only police person?
He has currently been granted bail at 20,000 Ghana cedi with sureties. Here is Courage Nobi, a member of the communications team of Movement for Change, speaking to Metro TV News in an earlier interview.
The government has been very jittery ever since the people of Ghana started rejecting its elected candidate on the basis of the deception and the falsehood that is peddled over the time. The people of Ghana no longer trust the government, and the government has been worried. You know, when people are worried and they are in such a state of desperation, you can expect some of these actions. So for us, we've been expecting the government to take some of these actions, knowing how desperate they are to hold on to power, probably to continue to impoverish the people, to enrich self, to enrich family and friends, you know, at the expense of the state. So they are quite desperate, and it tells in all their communication, in all their things, everything they're doing. Even when students are exposing the lives of the administration, you can imagine how uncomfortable they may be, you know. So we know that they are very desperate and would want to do anything under the heavens to hold on to power. So some of these acts do not surprise us, except that they are in for a battle.
We're joined via phone by the communications team member of Movement for Change, Courage Nobi. Courage, you're welcome to Newsbeat. Good afternoon to you.
Thank you very much, my sister.
How is the camp, taking this whole hula-baloo about Hopson Adorye's, the current court case now? How's it going with the camp?
Oh, the camp is in high spirits. As you witnessed yesterday, the members, the leading members, high-profile members, including the wife of Honorable Antamati herself, was at the police station to try and see Honorable Hopson Adorye with many, many more supporters of the movement. We couldn't see him. This morning, some even slept at the station, and this morning we're there in our numbers with our lawyers, many lawyers in our ranks, and proceeded to follow the case to the court where he was granted bail. So for us, these are expected antics of the failed government, and so we are motivated by this. It means that what we are doing is having impact. What we are doing is affecting the fortunes, because what we want to do is to change the fortunes of the duopoly, particularly the ruling party.
You're saying that it means what you're doing is having an impact. Were the comments made by Hopson Adorye actually influenced by the butterfly camp?
Until recently, Mr. Hopson Adorye had been, like all of us, had been a member of the NPP. He's been very key in the operations of the party. Mm-hmm. If you remember the Sewa Broni case, he was a key figure in that as well, and many more.
if he's made such a claim, I wouldn't put any doubt on it. I do not think that it is necessarily representative of the movement for change and its leader and founder, our position on the matter. But I think it was in a conversation on a media platform that he came up, and then he made the statement. But if we are to incriminate people for statements that they make, I will be wondering why Samuel, for example, has not been picked up by the police as well, when just last week he sat on radio, Peace FM, to be specific, and claimed to know where all armed robbers in Ghana do meet, where all weed smokers are. I do not think that armed robbery and weed smoking are legal activities. And to the extent that he's aware of where they meet, why has he not been picked up? I think this is just an attempt to gag dissenting views. It's an attempt to gag the opposition. It is an attempt to try and politically intimidate opposition. But it will not work.
So Courage, I think that you will not use a political witch hunting accusation to defend inflammatory comments made by someone from your camp.
I do not think that there is anything of information on this matter. He has made a statement on a media platform. Yes.
You don't find the comments inflammatory enough? You don't find these comments very serious?
What is it inflaming? That's the point. Where is he? Who is he instigating, or what is he inflaming? No. I mean, he's talking about something as far back as 2016. If anything at all. But clearly, after the expose that Honorable Hopson Adorye brought out after the Jesuba election, where he gave specific names, named party officials who were there acting as EC officials, which was part of the grand operation to steal the will of the people, to steal the vote at Ejiso, and to thwart the fortunes of Honorable Ebiomi. I'm sure since then he's been a target, and this is just one of those things to try and intimidate him, to cower him to silence.
I get a sense that there are more information with your camp or within the camp than what has been said or exposed already by Hopson Adorye. Are there?
For us, we've been very focused on our campaign. As you know, we've been policy directed. The Honorable Chairman and the entire team have been very focused on delivering on policy alternatives, how best we think that this country can better be managed. It is very obvious that the ruling party is clueless. They do not know anything different to do, other than what they've been doing that has proven not to work. And so we've been focused on that. Some of these things we see as diversionary tactics to, again, sway our minds from dealing with the issues that matter, such as the corruption allegations that greet us almost every week. And that is why some of these actions are being made. But we will not be deterred at all. We will continue to make sure that we continue to preach our message to the good people of Ghana. They get to know that we have a candidate who has mettle, who is of character, who has the competence necessary, to safeguard the fortunes of this country, to bring us away from this poverty-stricken administration into an administration that brings prosperity for the people. And he's put forward a very bold plan called a Great Transformational Plan.
Just a quick one before I let you go, Courage.
Focus on responding to that.
So the region Hopson Adorye spoke about is the Volta region, and that should be the stronghold of the opposition. We already, as a country, is battling with the anomalies with electoral commission, with people are predicting, even security analysts are predicting that it might that should it go into election 2020, which the process has already begun, will plunge the country into chaos. Do you not think that it's important that if there is any sensitive information as being carried by Hopson Adorye, he will actually lodge it with the security officers for responsible, procedures to go through, than him just making such wild and inflammatory statements on platforms?
Oh, I think that, yes, there are concerns about the coming election, one of which is the extent to which people do not believe that the EC is being fair. And those are genuine matters that needs to be spoken about. On the Mr. Hopson Adorye, now that the matter is in court, we'll provide his evidence in court.
Right.
We don't have a problem with that. I'm sure he does not go out to just make claims. He would defend whatever he said in court. So that one will break. But there are more genuine concerns about the conduct of the EC leading to this election, together with the government. For example, a brother who went to register at the Legon campus, with the EC to vote for the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just got a message from the office of Dr. Bawumia.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, how did Dr. Bawumia get the data from the Electoral Commission? Is the Electoral Commission sharing data with one party in the election? Is the Electoral Commission sharing data with Dr. Bawumia as a means of giving him a head start?
What was contained in the message?
I will read it to your hearing. Congratulations, Party, for registering to vote in the December 7th elections. Our nation stands at a crossroads. My vision is clear and focused. Harnessing technology and innovative systems to defend our heritage, create more jobs and better opportunities for prosperity. On December 7th, I urge you to vote for me as President of Ghana and vote for Lydia Siram Al-Hassan as Member of Parliament for Iowa West constituency. Together with your spirit of innovation and transformation and the help of God, we shall make our nation great and strong. It is possible, and your vote is your power. Please visit bawumia.com to know more. God bless you, Dr. Bawumia. Just this one, he registered just last week, and he got this message this morning. The question is the Electoral Commission clandestinely sharing data of first-time voters with the NPP as a means of giving it head start? So those are the issues that we should be concerned about.
Wow, but this message, the tone of the message actually sounds like it's a generic message generated from the office.
Congratulations for registering to vote in the election. How did he know that he's going to register?
Right.
That's the question. How did Dr. Bawumia and his team get to know that Kwarteng has gone to register?
Right.
Yes.
Courage.
To share this information. So you see, the Electoral Commission and its conduct is the most important thing. Not these side commentary that they claim someone has said. The elections is about being free and fair. We need a commission that will be free and fair. Some of these conduct is what threatens the peace of the nation. Some of this is what threatens the peace of the nation, and that is what, and I believe it is probably because of some of these clandestine activities that they would want to guard dissenting opinion, they want to guard political opponents, so that what they do, nobody can talk about, but it will not wash, will not be cowed into silence. That will not happen.
Courage, Nobi, we'll leave it here, and we'll get back to you as we continue to